welcome to another episode of the Paperstac podcast. I'm Brett Berkey. Rick Allen is out today, and I got Gabe Kass. His place. I said the last time right. Kass. I know it's Kass. And Gabe Kass. I didn't know his place. I've always just seen this spelled. I never actually think I'll pronounce it. But Gabe Kass comes from Surf City Investors. He's got here today to tell us about his first note purchase and biggest home run. We're just gonna let him jump right into it.
Okay, my first note purchase was actually two notes at the same time. Both were sub-performing firsts in different states. One was in Illinois and one was in Georgia.
Okay.
So the borrower in Georgia paid occasionally. The borrower in Illinois paid most of the time.
Did it come in the pool?
Hey. I cherry-picked these two notes out of a pool before I actually knew how to select it.
And so what inspired you to take those two?
Yeah, that's a good list.
What did you need by about 10 still?
I think the Georgia one, I know Georgia was a fast foreclosure state, so I figured if I didn't work it out quickly, I'd close. But it turns out the property was really low value, and I didn't want to spend money on foreclosing on it. So eventually what happened was I sold that one for a loss.
Oh, did you?
I sold it to another investor because it would have taken more money to foreclose, and the property was only worth maybe $30,000.
And okay, so I didn't really want. So tell me, there's 1 for 2. You have 1 to 2, or the Illinois one go good?
So the Illinois one, yes. Illinois one, what happened was the borrower paid me several times, and then they actually paid off the loan. Oh, I had a gain on the Illinois loan. It was a reasonably small loan,
Yeah.
but that was a gain.
Yeah, that's cool. And after that, you were like, okay, I'm in. You lost one. You just what inspired you?
I was still very excited about notes at the time.
What year was this?
2014.
Okay. How'd you find the airplane?
I bought them from someone I met.
I mean, like, how'd you find beginnings of this?
I was at a local real estate investor meeting.
That's funny. That's what Curtis was telling me too. Said to say,
Yeah, and I had already invested in hard money loans, so performing loans I was familiar with it. But then an investor came to the real estate meeting and talked about non-performing eggs, and I thought this is the most exciting thing that they ever. That's good. So then I started investing in them and learned very quickly what you don't know.
but she's up and out.
It's very dangerous.
Did you ever go out and get education?
Yes, I was in a class, education program, but really buying the notes
Is the education
is very fastest way to get educated.
the hard knots route, huh? That's
Yeah, and I kept learning. It didn't end there because on notes 3 and 4, I bought 2 non-performing firsts, both in Indiana, and I had to foreclose on both those. I lost money on both of those because the houses were worth not much money, and I spent a lot of legal. So I have 4 learning.
Yeah, he's very resilient.
No, fortunately, after those, I learned a lot about what kind of notes I'm looking for.
I was just surprised that you like, he's out California, so like going all the way to Indiana, Georgia, Illinois. I mean, those are some tough, like, in Illinois can be tough states.
Yeah, I didn't know that at the time.
Plus, these notes didn't really like.
No.
Oh, okay.
Plus, well, these notes were lower value notes, so the barriers to entry were low on buying this note.
The potential for upside, but that it didn't hurt as bad if you had invested a lot.
But then after those 4, I had many successful ones. So
Okay, well,
I was only sad about those 4 for a while.
yeah, so they got, after those 4 in your home run, what?
I've had many home runs since then, but one that comes to mind recently, he had one in Apopka, Florida. Isn't a nice track called?
Okay. What year is this?
This is maybe 2008, 15 or 16. Okay. And first was non-performing. And I bought a non-performing second.
Okay.
And when you buy a non-performing second behind a non-performing first, it's priced very low because the odds of getting wiped out into foreclosure sale is pretty high. So we only paid $5,000 or so for the second. And principal balance was approximately $50,000. So we took it to foreclosure, moved quickly. And at the foreclosure sale, we bid our full credit bid, which was over $80,000. And a third party came in and helped us at the sale because there was actually equity left over in the property. So we received the 80 $5,000 incentive.
That's crazy.
Because there was still equity in the property. It's just the homeowner stopped paying the mortgages.
You used to have 5,000, you paid 8,000.
Wow. Took in 80. It's just the note was priced so low because it was such a high risk deal. But home prices were appreciating and there was still equity. So
up and thrown. It's the growing areas. Or that's someplace that makes Florida. Or all you sorry, value. That's cool, man. Yeah, it's so we got to learn about the first ones, the major malfunctioning ones that made you have some really thick alligator skin. I would say.
Oh, there's been so many.
Really?
Oh, because you don't know what you're getting yourself. I mean, I know a lot about notes now, but you don't know the scenario that each one is gonna end up in. You don't know what the borrower's gonna do.
The forest dump floated there somewhere, like out to like a box of chocolates or something. I believe with it. That's cool. Well, anything else we're at where we could find you or anything fun like that?
You can find me at the beach in Huntington Center Beach, California.
That's right.
Gabe at surfcityinvestors.com.
You do any educator tips or reader?
No. I spend time looking for notes. I spend most of my time marketing to notes.
That sounds abundant. Cool. Thanks for coming on here. I'm going to wrap this one up, but we'll go back in. I think that and things about to end, so it's about to get super loud here. So appreciate you coming on here.
All right. Thanks, Brett. Nice seeing you.
Yeah.